Good evening, welcome to Tudor Talk Extra Time, where it's finished here at Melbourne Park, Chelmsford City 2, Hemel Hempstead Town 1. The Tudors huffed and puffed, but couldn't quite find the equaliser at the death, and I caught up with player and assistant manager Jack Midson. Jack, sum up your emotions after that defeat.
I think from both teams it wasn't the greatest of games, but looking at it, if you're going to be in the playoffs and stay in the playoffs, you need to see them games out, whether it's a 0-0 or a 1-0 once we get back into the game. People say about the luck, and it didn't fall to us at the end, but fell to them. But we can't keep saying that. We need to force our luck. We need to gamble a little bit forward, getting the ball in the box, as they did. And there's only a matter of time before something gives with the entries they had into the box. Like I said, first half was a bit scrappy, sort of contained them. Second half very similar. And then difference is a couple of goals. Like I say, whether it falls to you or not, you need to force your own luck.
It looked like they set up 4-3-3 against what we were playing 3-5-2. How did you find that we coped against that first half?
Yeah, they're clever at it. If they get the ball into Higgins, he's good at doing that, backing in, and then they have their two runners running late, running past your centre halves. And whether you've got a 3 or a 4 at the back, if you don't track your runners running past you, then they're going to get chances. Like I say, Higgins is good at it. They hit him early into his body. Unless you get the second balls off of him, then he's going to get it wide and get crosses in the box. On the flip side of it, we didn't do that well enough. Whether we didn't hold the ball up well enough up front, or whether we didn't turn them well enough to get the balls down the sides. Like I say, if it's a scrappy game, they're the sort of games you've got to see out and be solid and don't concede if you're going to be in the playoffs and stay in the playoffs.
Chelmsford do very well here at home. It's quite a narrow pitch. Do you feel that you couldn't quite get the balls down the flanks to play wider? Yeah,
the way we've been playing with our wing backs, it's obviously more suited to our home game, but we didn't want to change too much. We've had 2 solid performances to get us back to winning ways. We wanted to go with it, and to some extent it worked. Like I keep saying, it's the chances in both box. If you don't take your chances and you don't stop them scoring, you're going to lose games. So we need to do that better. Not go back to the drawing board, but we need to look at Chippenham is going to be a completely different game. We'll look at their result. We'll look at their game, how they play. Maybe tweak a few things. And it's tough because the squad's not massive. We've had lots of games. We're going to have more games coming up than anyone else, with 3 games in hand over some. Where we can, we'll try and freshen it up and give people a little rest, but it's easier said than done. But we need to dig in, work as a team, as a squad, just be hard to beat, and then we can take our chances and win games a bit later on.
Yeah, it did look like a few players were a bit leggy out there. Maybe, if we hadn't had as many games of it, we'd had that extra yard have been there and they would have had to get to the ball. How difficult is it to manage during this time of the season? Yeah,
looking forward, it's not going to get any easier. But again, looking back, these sort of teams have played the same amount of games as us, over the festive period. It's going to get harder for us, but we have to deal with it. And we can moan and complain and make excuses, but somehow we need to get through it. Like I say, main thing is be solid, good defensively, hard to beat, and then we're creating chances. That's a good thing. If we can keep creating chances, we'll score our goals, but the main thing is to keep a clean sheet like we did the other day, and we didn't do that today.
The league is a very strange league. I think Willstone have lost today, Slough have not won, Haven't have lost. So how important is it to make sure that those games in hand that we've got, we go out there and we give performance and win those? Yeah,
straight away Tuesday's going to be one of our games in hand at Chippenham. If you get something decent today, you're not under pressure to go and get a win there, but we need to go there. I know we try and win every game, but we need to set up there to go and win a game, get them 3 points, win your games in hand, and then you're there or thereabouts. I know looking at sort of Willstone and Haven't, if they've lost, but over the course of the season so far, this is a type of game, even if they're not playing well and scrappy, they would have seen that out, and that's why they're where they are, towards the top of the league and in the playoffs. We need to do that better. It needs to start now. If you're not winning your games in hand, you're going to find it harder. This is the business end of the season now. We need to start picking up points. We're capable of getting in the playoffs and staying in there, but we can't keep saying it. We need to do the business Tuesday night.
That's all we've got time for this edition of Tudor Talk Extra Time. Join us on Tuesday evening when we travel down to Chippenham Town. But for now, goodbye.